Hi friends, today we're going to be working on adding and subtracting fractions with like denominators. And like denominators are denominators that are the same. So the first thing you need to do, we're going to be adding 1/8 plus 3/8 to get a sum. And the first thing you want to do is circle your denominators. Really important, friends. Go ahead and circle those denominators. And you're going to ask yourself, are my denominators the same? And they are. So we can go ahead and use that. If they're not, then we're going to have to be doing some extra math to find common denominators, and we'll get to that in a few weeks. So we have 8 as our denominator, so that's going to drop down. We never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never, ever, 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 never, ever add or subtract denominators, ever. Okay? So the 8s stay the same in our sum. So 8 is going to be the denominator here. Then we can go ahead and add 1 plus 3, adding our numerators. And we're going to get 4/8. It'd be really nice if we were finished, but we're not. We need to simplify 4/8, which means we're going to put this fraction in the smallest form possible. Whenever we're making things smaller, we are either subtracting or dividing. When we're simplifying fractions, we're always dividing, okay? And we're going to be dividing by our greatest common factor. And we've been doing this for maybe about 3-4 days now, maybe a little bit more. So you guys should be good with this. Greatest common factors. I'm going to take this F for my factors. Factors are two numbers you multiply together to get a product. I'm going to take the 4, the numerator, and put on the outside of this F, and the 8 on the outside of this F. Now, I like to start with the number 1 and ask myself, can 1 be multiplied by anything to get the product of 4? So 1 times 4 is 4. Now I'm going to try 2. 2, 4. Oh, 2 times 2 is 4. And those are all the factors for 4. Let's slide on over to the 8. I know 1 times 8 is 8. Let's try 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 times 4 is 8. Let's try 3 just to see. 3, 6, 9, 12. Not going to work. And I don't have to try 4 because 4 is already done. So we have found all the factors for 4 and 8. Now I need to look at the factors for 4 and 8 and see if there's any that are the same and the biggest one that's the same. So if I look back and forth, 4 is my greatest common factor in both. So my greatest common factor is 4. I'm going to divide my numerator by my greatest common factor of 4 and my denominator by my greatest common factor of 4. 4 divided by 4. If you don't know this, go back to your 4 divided by 4 and look what factor is associated with that. 1. 8 divided by 4. 8. Go back to your 4. What factor is associated? 2. So 1/8 plus 3/8 is 4/8. And if I simplify it, make that fraction smaller by dividing by my greatest common factor, my sum would be 1/2. Okay? Next one. Let's go ahead and try a subtraction to find the difference. 7/12 minus 3/12. All right, first thing you need to do, you circle something, your 12s. All right, ask yourself, are my 12s the same? Well, yes, they are. Well, then I'm going to drop that right down on the bottom here, and I'm using it because I never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever add or subtract my denominators, ever. Okay, go back to my numerator. 7 minus 3 is 4. All right, 4/12. We're not done. We need to simplify, make this fraction smaller by finding my greatest common factor. I'm going to pull out my F's for my factors. I'm going to put my numerator 4 on this one, my denominator 12 on this one. We just did the factors for 4. They were 1 and 4, and 2 and 2. Let's do our factors for 12. I like to start with 1. 1 and 12. 2. 2 times what is 12? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, 2 and 6. Let's try 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, 3 and 4. I don't have to do 4 because 4 is already done, okay? So I'm looking back and forth. My greatest common factor between these two is 4. Doesn't mean it's always 4. It just happens to be 4 in the last two problems. All right, so now I need to divide my numerator by 4 and divide my denominator by 4 to make it smaller, simplest form. Simple means smaller. All right, 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 4 twelfths is simplified to 1/3. Good luck, friends.